Interface Video, in cooperation with Fairfield Federal, presents Fairfield Today. Brought to you by Fairfield Federal Savings and Loan, Fairfield Medical Center, Fair Hope Hospice and Palliative Care, the Frankie Smith Funeral Home, Fairfield County Adam H., Dagger Law, and the Fairfield County Board of Developmental Disabilities.
Hello friends, and welcome to Fairfield Today. Paul Jasson with you, and as we begin our taping duties down here at the great looking lobby here inside Fairfield Federal. It's a nice day out here. Glad you're with us. Got an interesting show today. We're going to start it out with a little PR for Fisher Catholic. We always like to talk about that. Is their annual Bit of Luck coming up, and we'll talk about that coming up here in a week or so. One of the real highlight ventures that they go through each and every year to raise money for a great institution, Fisher Catholic High School. We've got the people here to tell us about it today. On my far right is Mike LeMay. Mike is here as a representative of Bishop Fenwick, not of Fisher Catholic. Really, you were a 1966 grad of Bishop Fenwick, as I remember. Right. The late great Bishop Fenwick. Did it break your heart when that no longer was the name?
We still call it Fenwick.
Just at a different location now, I understand that. And between us is Erin Ellis. Erin is the Director of Development and Alumni Relations out at Fisher Catholic. How are you?
I'm good. How are you, Paul?
Erin is kind of the, and now she may be the shortest of the three of us here, but she is the captain of this ship. Mike and I will guarantee you that. She runs the ship, and she's got things going out there on that. So we're getting close. April 26th coming up here shortly. Yes. Things kind of falling in place?
They are. The reservations are coming in nice, and it's going to be a great party, a great theme.
What is the theme?
The theme this year is shipwrecked. So every year
I think we have a poster of that to show too.
We do have a poster. So it could go a lot of ways. You could be a pirate. You could be, someone from Gilligan's Island. You could even be maybe Tom Hanks from Castaway. Mm-hmm, so, dress the part, come out and have fun.
Yeah. Well, I know Mike is the auctioneer and has done this for how many years? 25 years. I think he'd look good with a pirate patch.
Yep.
Over one eye. He could still see the hands when they go up for the bidding.
Yep.
Sure. I'm just trying to help you here, Mike.
Yep.
Well, that's okay, because I thought the MC could do the same. Paul.
Rough crowd here today, I can tell you that.
One of you is going to have a parrot, one's going to have a hook.
And we say har.
Arg.
So this is really the big fundraiser for Fisher Catholic. How important is this event in the life of Fisher Catholic?
Extremely. So it definitely has a huge impact on, our school as a whole. It helps the students who are currently here, the students who have yet to walk through the doors. This is the 44th year, so it's still going strong. But yes, it plays a huge part in our fundraising efforts throughout the year. So,
Mike LeMay, as I indicated, Mike is for a quarter of a century been doing the auctioneering duties out there. And Mike, I know you remember back when this was begun by one of the greats, the late great now in Fairfield County, Gordon Schreiner and his wife.
Mary Louise.
Mary Louise started this
44 years ago.
This will be the first year, of course, that either of them are not here. Mary's been gone a while. Gordon just passed, and it was a real loss to the Fisher Catholic community because he was so well respected.
Big supporter.
And he always sat up front near you where he could see you, like, Mike, I'm right here, He was just a huge supporter and really the guy that got this all going.
He got it all going, him and his late wife, and I got to say, Dr. Snyder would come up to me from the 25th back and always congratulate me and say you're going to do a good job. And he was one of the first that welcomed me way back when.
Well,
so
he was
we are today.
A great emissary.
Looking towards the future.
Just the
like
perfect guy and the perfect couple to start this 44 years ago.
Exactly.
So Erin, now it's kind of evolved over the years, changed to somewhat different way you do things each year, but I know you have some silent auction items this year, and then there's what Mike is involved with, what they call the grand auction items, and it's a big fundraiser plus a lovely dinner. Now, how's that going to be handled?
So yes, the ticket price, you get a 3-course meal, salad, entree, and dessert served by our very own Fisher Catholic students. So they're involved in the evening, plus an open bar for that price as well. So, and some entertainment throughout the evening with some of our students, with the choir and the band. So, you know, that's kind of a great price, I think, $75 for a full meal and open bar.
Yeah, and local restaurant.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, put it on.
Yep. So how I'm sorry, go ahead.
Oh no, Bob's Backyard Barbecue is
very nice.
catering the event this year, and they do a lot more than barbecue, so our patrons will be able to see their creativity in the menu. So it'll go along with the theme as well.
It's always a big event. Shipwrecked is the thing. We can talk about that. So now as we get a week or two out from that, still time to get tickets?
Absolutely. Yep. You can go to fishercatholic.org to purchase your tickets. Or you can stop
online,
or you can stop in the school office or give the office a call. So either way, any of those ways you can get your tickets.
So when you go there, tell me now, I know you're a hip person, computers are your thing, you understand that. Do you have a QR code?
We do.
I knew that.
Yes, we do. And it actually is on this wonderful poster sponsored by
We'll put that up. Let Shane put that up there and let you see that.
So, yep, you can get your tickets online in the office, or you can give us a call. So,
Shane, I want to hold this up here if you can get that right there. We'll see if you can get a good shot of that. Tell us about this. What is this, Erin?
This is our Pot of Gold raffle. So we actually pay out that evening $10,000. The grand prize is $7,500.
Nice.
One person's going to walk away with that, and then there's going to be five $500 winners that evening.
So the winning just keeps on
it does,
coming.
and
a bit
neither
of luck.
one of you are allowed to win because I've heard that if you do, you're just kind of walking off.
We're walking off, and
Yeah.
That was just a rumor
You're the auctioneer.
that Mike started, and it's a true rumor.
It's
is.
not okay. Well, then,
Now, Mike, you do the grand items this year.
I
You
do.
always auctioneer the grand item. They got a big silent auction that goes on throughout the evening. And then kind of the highlight as it gets toward the end, the lights go up a little bit. It's time for the grand items. You got some great stuff this year.
Yeah, we do. Yeah. Talk a little bit about it. The Notre Dame tickets always are a big thing.
Big thing this year.
Cabin, getaway.
Fabulous.
They have a graduation. If you have a senior, they have a graduation package with the tent, the tables and chairs, and a whole hog. All you have to do is more or less show up.
Yep.
There's a porch,
Dorm room package.
dorm
porch
room
package.
packages. You know, if you have a senior getting ready to go, they're going to more or less set them up with things for the room that you maybe wouldn't think of.
And as I understand it, these and all the other items that are still coming in to be determined, some of them, but these are all donated.
All of them.
Right.
All donated. A lot of times, Erin gets calls from people that have given in the past. Doesn't even have to call them; they call in.
That
Yeah.
shows
Which is very
how
nice.
important it is that people understand
Exactly.
Fisher Catholic.
Exactly.
So it's a big evening for you, and I know you've been planning on this for quite a while, getting into the kind of the latter stages of it here.
Yep.
Everything
Yep.
under control?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
We love that attitude.
Right?
Yeah.
She's all positive. All positive.
And if you can't make the event that evening, you can still bid on the silent and super silent auction items online.
Nice.
And you can just do that through a link. It'll be on our Facebook page, on our website page, so you can still bid on the items, just not the grand
And
items.
social media has turned out to be a big, as it is with any nonprofit, social media has turned out just to be a big asset in terms of promoting this in the
Yes.
community.
Absolutely. So it's just kind of out there on our Facebook page, and people share it. Our wonderful community of supporters, they're always looking out for us and helping us out. So we're very blessed.
And you mentioned this one thing that I enjoy seeing in the evening out there is how involved your young people are in the event, and whether it's parking cars. As soon as you pull up to the door, there's the valet group out there. You've got the van of girls and the boys that do the event throughout the evening that highlight Mike's items as he talks about them, that it really adds so much to the evening. And then I remember, I don't know if it's the seniors or all the kids, but they serve the meals?
Yes, all the kids serve the meals
All of them?
to the patrons, and our upperclassmen, those are the ones that get the jobs of the parking the cars and the showcasing the items.
These are prime events?
Yes,
Prime
yes.
events.
They look forward to that. They look forward to getting off of serving duty and, refilling water duty. So.
And Mike, I think back to where, again, you were a Bishop Fenwick guy, but I know your kids, your son and daughter have gone through this, so this has been just a big part of your entire adult life
it
almost.
Has. This is my way of giving something back
Sure.
to Fisher Catholic for my two kids that have passed through there.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
and Jonathan will be helping me, one of the
Your son,
alumni
who's an auctioneer
Yep.
also, he'll be
Yep.
doing much of the work out there, so it's always a fun evening. I know
We have
you
a
always
great time.
enjoy
We
that.
have a
A
great
big
time.
crowd out there, what, a couple hundred people? I'm
Yep.
not sure how many.
Yep, I hope so. Hopefully more than that, but
Yeah.
yeah.
I think last year we had 250
Yep.
to 300 somewhere.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
we were right there. So.
Well, and again, I think this is what you have to remember. This is really the fundraising event, as Gordon and his wife envisioned this. It has come to pass that this is such an important moment in the life of Fisher Catholic, and this is really what it's about.
Yes, yep. It's all for the kids, and the community. I feel like Fisher Catholic definitely has a place in this community. Our kids are always doing community service throughout the year and giving back. So that's what we do as well. We're giving back to the community. So.
Mike LeMay, Erin Ellis with us about Bit of Luck. So it's Shipwrecked. We'll put the poster up again. We can see that. Fun evening. It's always a great theme, and then people dress up for this. I mean, it's quite the sight to see sometimes, depending on the theme. Whether it's a Wizard of Oz or whatever you've had over the years, it's always been great fun to see this. And the crowd gets into it. It's a fun event. Come if you can. Be online if you can't make it like that. But it's more fun to be there. I'll guarantee you that. It's more fun to be there. Mike, we're looking forward to seeing you out there. Keep your voice. Me.
I'm
Everything
okay
good.
with my voice, and you be on the other side and introduce
We'll get her
the
worked
items.
out.
And
We'll do the work. Erin's the brains behind it all. She
That
gets
is.
it all going. Erin, congratulations
A lot
on
of
pulling it
people
together.
helping us.
And again, your committee has done a great job of
Yes,
getting it together. And
a lot of
Yes.
committee.
again,
Thank
we thank
goodness
the
for that.
Snyders for kind of getting it. We can't mention that enough, how great they've been in the Fisher Catholic Bishop Fenwick community this many years. We thank them for all they do. Thank you guys for what you do for Fisher Catholic. Thank you. Erin and Mike with us. We'll be back in just a moment.
If you've been thinking about getting a home loan, now is the time. Hi, this is Carrie James from Fairfield Federal. Our experienced lenders are here to help you make your vision a reality. For more than 125 years, we've been helping our community achieve home ownership. Fairfield Federal has convenient online application for your home loan, home equity loan, and home equity line of credit needs. Visit fairfieldfederal.com to get started. Fairfield Federal for checking, savings, and home loans. Data charges may apply, subject to credit approval. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender, NMLS number 402612.
The reason why I do what I do is I love helping people, and I really love to work on understanding and striving to improve the lives of the people in our community. Being in Fairfield County is having a network of people around you.
I am driven by my belief that every individual deserves an opportunity to achieve mental and emotional balance, and I'm very passionate about contributing to that process.
Community, connections, collaboration. The Fairfield County Way.
What makes Fairhope what it is our staff. It's always a question that we ask, why do you want to be here with us? And what they most always say is, you've touched my life this way. you know, you took care of this person, or I've seen what you've done and I want to do that. And so the staff that have been here know what it takes. They've been on the other side. They see what it takes to make someone comfortable, to make the family comfortable, and really what kind of support they need. And so I think that's what really makes Fairhope what it is.
Fairfield Medical Center is more than a hospital. We're a health system that's been putting people first for more than a century. From the youngest patients to the eldest, our compassionate team of caregivers are here to support you through every season of life. We are healers, cheerleaders, patient advocates, and champions. Your health is our greatest accomplishment, and we are proud to serve you. Whatever you're searching for, you can find it at Fairfield Medical Center.
Did you know Fairfield DD provides coordination for over 1,200 people in Fairfield County? That's 1,200 unique journeys, each filled with talents, dreams, and challenges. And while no two paths are the same, one thing is true for everyone. Life is easier when you have the right support. That's why we're here. From early childhood milestones to school transitions, employment, and adulthood, Fairfield DD connects individuals and families with the resources they need every step of the way. When the right support is available, a vibrant community where people lead lives of greater independence and make meaningful contributions becomes possible. Learn more at fairfielddd.com and check us out on social media. Together, we're building a more inclusive Fairfield County.
The Frankie Smith Funeral Home and Crematory in Lancaster and the Johnson Smith Funeral Home in Baltimore have a long and wonderful history of serving our community. Feel free to give us a call at 740-653-0652. Stop in and see us at either of our two locations, 405 North Columbus Street in Lancaster and 207 South Main Street in Baltimore. Respect for tradition, regard for change.
Welcome back to Fairfield Today. I want to thank Erin, Ellis, and Mike LeMay being here with us, talk about one of the great events in town, the Bit of Luck, coming up very shortly out at Fisher Catholic. Get out there and get involved in that if you can. In Fairfield County, we're very fortunate to have a thriving arts program, whether it's music in terms of singing or bands, any kind of concert, and certainly in the world of theater and plays. We've had just a bunch of great ones. We've got the Lancaster Playhouse, we've got the Garrett Players, Victor out at Ohio University in Lancaster are the ones that we always have on. And another one we talked about, and probably the senior member of plays and drama in this area of arts in Fairfield County is the Millersport Theatre, and it's just, I think, maybe 50 years this year, if I can remember correctly, that is coming up on that. So it's just a wonderful thing. We've got one of the folks from the production, and we'll talk about that's coming up, Adam Schreiner. Adam, welcome.
Hello, thank you so much.
Adam, you're involved, and it's Joseph and the Amazing Technicolor Dreamcoat, which has been around for probably the 60s, as I remember.
Yep.
Does that sound right?
Yeah, it's been around for a long time.
And we recently had Victor out there at OUL with Godspell, so there's a kind of a revival of these old ones that are coming back in terms of the Bible and bringing things back. And the dates are what? April 25, 26, and 27?
Yep.
Friday, Saturday night at 7:30?
Yep.
And then Sunday at 2?
2 o'clock is correct, yeah.
So Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, April 25 through the 27th, up at the elementary school in Millersport. Millersport Community Theatre, just a great, again, they're kind of the grandfather of everybody else that's around here and doing this, and probably almost your whole life. Well, I would say they've been around all your life.
Oh, yeah.
And this is not the first play for you, right?
Nope, I've been involved.
You look like you're just a kid yourself, you know.
I get that a lot.
Yeah, I know you do.
Yeah, I've been involved at Millersport for a couple years now, doing backstage stuff. I started going on stage last year. But yeah, we're back here. I'm playing Ruben in this production. It's been great. I love it here. It's like a new family.
Now, who is Ruben?
So Ruben is Joseph's oldest brother.
And Joseph is the guy in this.
Yes, he is the guy. Joseph, the story, if you're not familiar with it, is based on Joseph and the coat of many colors from the Bible. Mm-hmm. And Reuben is his oldest brother. He is one of the ones who gets put in the tough spot where, if you're not familiar with the story, his brothers kind of sell him off into slavery because they don't like him because he's the favorite, and Reuben's the one who's given the bad job of having to break the news to Dad that Joseph's not around anymore.
Which is a fib.
Oh, absolutely. In fact, the number that I do it starts off as this real sad, slow Western ballad, and then as soon as Dad walks off stage, it's a hoedown.
Picks up, baby.
Oh yeah, we're jumping around doing a bunch of dances.
How long has this, again, it's coming up here, April 25 through the 27th in Millersport. How long, since we'll be at the end of April, couple months?
Yeah, we started rehearsals all the way back in January is whenever we first got it started. We did auditions back then. So we've been working hard multiple times a week. And this show in particular is a partnership with Millersport Elementary. So we've got a lot of kids involved as well. They've been doing rehearsals for quite a while, and they're doing a great job.
How many cast members would you say there are?
We actually,
lots of kids, right?
Yes, we actually was just texting my director yesterday about this. We have 57 in our cast, which is a huge number. One of our biggest that we've had.
That's
in a
a
while.
lot of people on stage.
It is.
Is there any when they're all on at once?
A couple times, yeah.
Okay.
And it's a lot of fun though. The kids are kicking butt. We have a lot of kids. We have a lot of adults. A lot of people who are from the community. A lot of people who are first timers at Millersport.
Really? And that's always good.
Yeah, it's been awesome.
You enjoy the acting or the singing part more? Do you have a preference?
I like the acting part more. I think it's more fun to just kind of get around and play with each other on stage. I'm not as strong vocally in my opinion, but that's just my thought.
So when you started this, and again, you kind of began back of the house.
Yes.
You began in just sets and lighting and all the things that go on there that are integral to keeping any performance like this going. But did you have in the back of your mind, gee, I'd like to maybe move out front, or were you, now that I'm back here, I kind of like this?
People kept pushing me and suggesting it to me, and then I finally decided to audition last spring, and it's been a blast. And so now I'll do it again this year, I'm sure, not just here, but throughout the rest of our season. So
did you do any of this in high school?
No, not at all. I didn't do
Really?
anything theater in high school.
That's interesting.
Yeah, I was a marching band kid.
Sure. So again, you have seasoned veterans in this,
Yeah.
and you have new people too, which is important to have all that in any play, because everybody won't be here for the next production you do. And do we know what that's going to be yet?
Yes. So we actually just announced our summer show is going to be Legally Blonde. We changed it due to some unforeseen circumstances, but we're super excited because it's going to be a big show, lots of room for the cast and ensemble. Plus, this is also going to be the first time that we're doing a summer kids theater camp alongside it that's also doing Legally Blonde as well. They're doing their own production, but it's all kids, all people under 18. So we'll have more details about that soon. But we've announced that. And then in the fall, we're doing Xanadu. So, yeah.
Got a big season planned here. Now, if I put you on the spot and I didn't ask you, do you know the website?
Yes, it's mctohio.com.
He's good. mctohio.com. Got a QR code on there?
Yes, we should have a QR code on the website, or there's a big banner right when you go to it that says click here for tickets now.
So you get tickets online. That's always better.
Yes.
To do that. Is there any break on the price if you get them ahead?
So they're actually, this year, for this show in particular, we're trying a new thing with our ticket prices where we actually have a discount for students and seniors. If you are under 18 or if you're a senior citizen, then your ticket, while they are normally $15, is now $12. We found out that we wanted to make it more accessible for families since we have so many kids in the show, so that way grandparents can come.
A lot of parents, a lot of grandparents involved in this, sure.
And so we tried to add that dynamic pricing this time.
So it's April 25th through the 27th. That's the big dates here. Friday and Saturday night at 7 o'clock, and then Sunday at 2.
Yes.
Am I right? Okay. And it's at the elementary school, right when it depends on how you get into Millersport. It's right there where the school kind of complex is right there. Great stage, great setup for this. Been doing this a long time. I wonder how you weren't in on that. Well, maybe you were. You're on the board, am I correct?
Yes, I am the board secretary.
So are they the ones that decided this, or does Joanna or somebody bring this and said, this is the one I'd like to do?
So we go through this process. Joanna is our artistic director, and what she does is she talks with other people who have expressed interest in directing with us, talks about what shows they're interested in doing, what shows would work for us as a theater, and they kind of come to an agreement over just a couple long discussions. And so we kind of worked together, and our director, Isaac, this is his first time directing for MCT, and he's doing an incredible job. And he was going back and forth on some things, and he fell in love with Joseph and has chosen to do that, and I'm so glad he did.
first-time director and got 57 people.
Yeah,
It's like herding cats, I would think.
He's-
Especially with little kids.
Oh yeah, but he's done an incredible
Isn't
job
that great?
with it. Yeah.
Do you want to do some directing, or is that in your...
I have no idea.
You doing enough, maybe? Well, you didn't know you were going to do this, so I guess...
Fair enough.
Anything's out there, right?
Maybe.
All right, so Ruben is Ruben... you enjoy him? You think he's a good character?
He's a fun character. All of
a fun character?
Yeah, all of the brothers are not necessarily the best people, but they're funny.
I think we know that. Funny, but perhaps a little off-center.
Oh, yeah. And that's how I think a lot of the characters in this show are. There's a lot of funny characters, a lot of goofy characters. It's a very campy show. I mean, we have a Western number. We have a disco number. There's a song that's in the style of Elvis Presley. So it's crazy, and it's just a lot of fun.
Do the kids sing a lot?
Yeah, the kids are active, especially in our first act. They are on stage almost constantly. They're doing an incredible job with it, too. So, yeah.
It's Joseph and the Amazing Technicolor Dreamcoat. Again, well known, I guess. I think I kind of remember going back to the 60s when all that was coming out. Godspell and Jesus Christ Superstar. They were all kind of lumped in together, but there just seemed to be a big run on this. Broadway, off-Broadway.
Yeah.
Great play. Have you ever seen it yourself?
So I watched I watched the old movie growing up that had Donny Osmond in it and Richard Attenborough.
Big voices.
Yes, and I love the movie. It's so fun and so goofy. That's how I found out about the show. So
it's again in Millersport at the elementary school, Millersport Community Theatre, April 25, 26, 27, mctohio.com. .com is the website, and they've got all the information on there. Very interactive website. It's intuitive.
Yes.
Can help you get through it. Got the QR code. Again, there's some discounts for the little ones or some of the senior citizens there. So it's not a massive theater. You know, be better to get your tickets ahead of time, especially if you've got a group coming.
Especially if you have a group coming, so you can pick your seats ahead of time. So
Adam Schreiner with us. Adam is Ruben in the play, and he's also on the board, secretary of the board for Millersport Community Theatre. So thanks for joining us today. Give our best to your artistic director, Johanna.
Thank you so much.
Wonderful group up there, the Millersport Community Theatre, April 25, 26, and 27. Good luck on this.
Thank you so much.
Thanks, Adam, for being with us. Thanks for joining us on Fairfield Today.
Interface Video, in cooperation with Fairfield Federal, presents Fairfield Today. Brought to you by Fairfield Federal Savings and Loan, Fairfield Medical Center, Fair Hope Hospice and Palliative Care, the Frankie Smith Funeral Home, Fairfield County Adam H., Dagger Law, and the Fairfield County Board of Developmental Disabilities.